These top 10 scary videos are so far beyond creepy, even Batman himself would say nope. Number 10. A YouTuber in India named Fayaz, the Mizhan, travels to the Kalapalli cemetery at midnight, where a humanoid shadow figure is said to haunt anyone foolish enough to come near. This is the exact moment he accidentally caught a ghost on camera, as his viewers would later point out to him. Something hangs back to watch him under the street lamps. Something strange. You can just barely see the shadow moving away if you watch down by its legs. Considering the infamous haunted graveyard is directly beside him, I think it stands to reason that this shadow is paranormal. Number 9. That's the sound of a door sensor. The only problem is this person in Singapore is the one remaining late night worker left in the office. He's too busy looking in the wrong direction to notice the door open, and an invisible force enters the room with him, no doubt paranormal from the looks of it. Just when he settles back down and gets into the work groove, another loud, scary noise has him on edge again. This time coming from within the manager's empty office, where the lights also turn on at the same time. I probably would have been gone by now, but he cautiously walks over to turn off the lights and check everything out. Big mistake. If this is real, then a ghost is caught on camera slamming the door while a chair moves by itself. If this is fake, then I guess someone could have been under the desk to push the chair out. However, unless that door has a string around the knob, then I have no idea how they were able to make it close. What do you think? A real paranormal moment on CCTV video, or simply a fake ghost sighting? I'm siding with the paranormal on this one. Number 8. Experts are baffled by a mysterious, ghostly fog that descended upon airplane passengers for over 30 minutes. The dense cloud covers everything and makes it practically impossible to see, and yet nobody is wearing an oxygen mask because, well, nobody needed one. The mystery mist does not have a smell, and the passengers, though generally annoyed, seem able to breathe without a problem, so it couldn't have been smoke. Tell me what you think is causing this, because I have no idea. I know if I was on this plane, I would certainly want to know what I had been breathing in for the past half hour, but the airline attendants refused to give the passengers a clear answer and instead make some jokes to try and lighten things up. Either the airline truly doesn't know what happened, or isn't about to open themselves up to legal ramifications. I think these people should at least be compensated for their ride, though doing so could be legally admitting that some kind of fault took place, so I doubt that's what this airline decided to do. Number 7.
Oh, this is scary.
Sky trumpets are literally trumpet sounds in the sky, and they are more common than you'd think. There have been reports of them all over the world, including Sri Lanka, where this video is from.
What is going on?
I personally think it sounds like a foghorn of a boat, which wouldn't be out of the ordinary since they live on an island and there's fog outside, but emergency vehicles all seem to be hurrying to the same place, so something big is definitely going on.
Sounds so creepy.
As night settles in, the scary noises from above only seem to be getting louder and more urgent. This next part is definitely not a boat, more like scary noises from a giant creature, if anything.
What is that sound?
I really want to know what these strange sounds are, so tell me what you hear. Especially if you are from the island this video was taken on. Number 6. 10:20 p.m. is when Nicole Hewitt enters her home. She must have felt watched because she checks her CCTV video and is shocked by the sight of something scary. A strange man walking around her house who slowly begins to dissolve into the night. Notice how the shadow figure's bright white tennis shoes do not seem to fade away, even as the rest of him does, which is weird enough to make some people believe this to be paranormal. Nicole Hewitt wants to know what we think of this video, and to be honest, I'm inclined to believe this is a real ghost sighting caught on tape. After all, something compelled her to check the CCTV video to begin with. Some would say a sixth sense of some sort. Also, maybe it's just me, but I kind of see another apparition across the street, a very tall person, head hanging low, though it could just be the shape of the tree line in the distance. Number 5. This YouTuber takes his girlfriend on an adventure to go exploring a tunnel that's said to be quite haunted. The Blue Ghost Tunnel in Ontario is close to a graveyard that was not properly relocated and still has hundreds of unmarked burial sites. Well near the entrance, Jack hears strange sounds in the sky that sound like a train horn, but there's just one problem.
I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but listen in the background.
Trains would derail so often that the tunnel was soon condemned, so I have no idea what that sound was. When they get through the boarded up entrance, from deeper in the tunnel comes the voice of a little ghost girl calling for help. It could just be a squeaky piece of machinery, but I don't think so.
Hello?
A mysterious light way far ahead makes them both leave quick. You can see it comes from way too far ahead to be a part of their equipment, and besides that, they claim to not even have flashlights anyway. I don't know why you would go exploring a haunted tunnel without a flashlight, but I guess they weren't intended to go very far. Little did they know they wouldn't even make it past the entrance without getting freaked out. Number 4. This ghost sighting in Saudi Arabia has people praying for his safety in the comments while alone in his room. A YouTuber named Ramadella Rosa captures a ghost in the reflection of a picture on the wall. If you look closely, you'll see it appears to be wearing a hood, and the lower jaw is moving like it has something to say. Ghost or not, there's definitely some kind of bizarre movement going on here. I don't think it's anything he's doing because he's sitting on the floor and the angles don't match up. So with that in mind, what is it? Number 3.
Rocking chairs moving on tune.
This YouTuber's house is so haunted. His possessions act possessed even when brought outside. Take this rocking chair for example, which he records moving on its own.
Not really that windy.
When he looks around at 1 minute and 20 seconds, you can see the flowers and trees are still. Nothing is blowing in the wind because there is no wind, yet he makes a request to move the chair again. The ghost tilts the chair forward one time to confirm that yes, it is in fact there and fully aware.
Can you rock it some more? We got a visitor.
Number 2. I don't have a lot of information about this weird frame, but this is what I do know. It's a mysterious and unexplained screen cap that's rumored to have been taken from a live-action sports broadcast sometime in the late 90s. A camera is panning around the audience when this scary moment is caught on tape. 2 people with smooth skin stretched over their faces, sitting calmly as the camera passes by. Some people are saying this is a live television broadcast error, but that doesn't make sense because their faces are distorted, while other people in the audience are shown in clear detail. By the way, I also don't think this was taken in the 90s because the picture looks too sharp. Also, since there is no score, I really doubt this was from a live television broadcast. Anyway, I am almost certain this is a real picture of two people with creepy latex stretched over their faces. I don't know why they are doing this, maybe for attention, but I doubt it's a Photoshop. Any further information on this bizarre photo would be greatly appreciated. I've got a challenge for you. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Kirsten Myers sees at least 5 lights in the sky and one that's possibly landed. I just wanted to be clear that Kirsten was not the only person that night who found this to be odd and out of place. These lights, which were caught on tape hovering over Houston, were also reported to police by concerned citizens in the next town over. Here's where I need your help. A person on Facebook commented that these could simply be sky lanterns, which are basically small hot air balloons fired off in groups to celebrate. But Kirsten says that's not what they are, because they are way too bright and instead of traveling upwards, they remain stationary. So does this look like some kind of celebration or an actual spacecraft? I think it's too far away and grainy to tell, but anything's possible.